It's only me, Clare Baker, former Clutterholic, founder of clutterclearing.net, bringing you my weekly vlog about my own clutter clearing journey, which is my weight loss journey. It's a lovely sunny morning here in Banbury. Very cold in the shade though, but it's a good sign. My glasses are turning to the sunglass version of them. They're the reactor light ones, so that must mean it's sunny. It must mean spring is on the horizon. We also have a lot of frogs in the pond. Yesterday I counted at least 105. It's really great this year actually, because last year we did the pond, we did the decking, and we invested in a super duper pump. So we have a little stream. The stream stopped working last week, but my husband managed to fix it, yay. And it means that the water is really, really clear. So whereas in previous years we've only been able to see the frogs on the surface and the frog spawn appear, this year we can actually see right down to the bottom of the pond, and so you can actually see the frogs, and there are twosomes, threesomes, foursomes going on down there. It's fascinating. And the fish are just swimming around wondering what's going on. So we haven't got any frogs born yet, but we do, in the past we have always had the first lump of frog spawn by the 20th of March. I know that because that's my father's birthday, and it's always here by my father's birthday. So so yes, very exciting and nice to have the doors open anyway. So how's your week been? My week has been surprisingly good. I lost 1.25 pounds, which doesn't sound a lot, but I genuinely thought I was going to get on those scales and I would have put on. And I didn't, so yay. I did my normal Saturday midweek weigh-in, and I had put on 1 pound. So if we compare Saturday to today, I've actually lost 2 pounds. So yes, I was pleasantly surprised this morning. Why is that? It's just changing my routine of eating. I don't know whether it's unsettled me or made me eat more. I'll come on to that in a bit. But yeah, I felt a little as if my eating was a little out of control. So yeah, it was a pleasant surprise to have found that I've lost 1.25 pounds. I have 1.25 pounds to go to my 7 stone total weight loss, or 98 pounds, I think that is in old money. So yeah, so really pleasantly surprised this morning. What else has been going on in terms of feedback and learning? Got my hair cut, my Princess Diana cut. Sat there in the hairdressers with 3 pictures of the haircut from different angles, all Lady Di. The girl who was cutting my hair was only 1 year old when Lady Diana died. That made me feel old. But yes, I decided, not only because I have physically and mentally changed so much over the last year, that I wanted to kind of mark it, but also because at a practical level, with me doing my swimathon and with going to the gym actually 5 nights a week, because the pool is at the gym as well. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday is a gym workout with the weights, and Tuesdays and Thursdays is swimming. I just wanted something that I could wash and go. I never have been and never will be a girly girl. I will never see the point in spending half an hour getting my hair and makeup done in the morning. I want to be able to wash and go. I've got other things to do with my time. So yeah, so going short and I haven't been this short since, gosh, that's got to be my teens. So yeah, so new look for a new me. Which I think kind of reflects the fact that my brain is catching up with the fact that I have lost all this weight. But as we know, it's not just about losing the weight. It is the shift and the changes in me that are actually more significant. Just like when I'm helping people with their physical clutter in the home, I say to them, it's not the size of the clutter that you clear, it is the significance and the shifts that we have in our general thinking. And that has definitely happened with me with the weight loss. I do feel like I'm kind of coming to, the word that comes into my head is wobble. I I think almost there's having had a couple of weeks of yay, this is great, just keep doing the doing. I feel like there's almost a gremlin that is starting to appear, because I haven't been this weight and size, gosh, must be 15 years at least. So I'm going into sort of unknown territory, which is always, you know, an adjustment, I think. But there's a couple of things where this is sort of impacting. This dress, I've worn this dress before. I think I may have mentioned this dress before. It's a Marks and Spencer's dress, which I've had for, wow, I've had for probably 10 years. And it's always represented what I want to be able to wear. And it's been a bit of a goal dress for me. And now it is too big. It has to go in the charity because it is just so baggy at the sides and the hips. And on the one hand, that's great. My goal dress is now too big. But at the same time, it's that letting go of something that has represented what I've wanted to do for so long. And I actually now wish that I had let this go a long time ago. Because, like I say, this represents something that I have had for since at least 2009. So that's at least 8 years. And this has represented my goal, but of course my goal has shifted now. My goal is smaller than this dress, and it is achievable, and in a way that's quite scary. This dress is almost a comfort thing. I got to fit into it, and it was like, yeah, fantastic, and I've kept going. So I wish that I hadn't held on to something from the past. I wish that actually I was getting new clothes as I was able to fit into them, because it is letting go of something that I have had for so long and has represented something for so long. So yeah, it's a strange one. But like I say, the parallels with our physical clutter are very much the same. Letting go of things in our clutter that have represented what we want to do or what we want to be for so long, it can be tough. I will try and find sort of a replacement for it, but given that it's a style from at least 9 years ago, probably be a little bit tricky. And of course there are other much nicer or more flattering dresses out there which may be better, but it is just a strange one of letting go. But I will do that today. I promise I will do that today. I have also bought new underwear. And that has had a really interesting effect. You may remember last week before, I mentioned that I wore some tracksuit bottoms in the gym that were thicker material than my usual ones, and that actually I didn't enjoy it. I didn't feel comfortable. Well, the weird thing is that my new underwear, which is a size smaller, is snug. And I hadn't appreciated the connection that I had made, subconsciously probably, with clothes feeling snug and me being unhappy with my size and my shape and my weight. Because, of course, I spent so many years wearing clothes that didn't really fit, where I was in denial about going up a size because I didn't want to go up a size. And I'm kind of doing that in reverse now. So the size I was wearing was too loose, but necessarily there's a small period of time where actually the size below is a little snug until I've lost the weight where they fit comfortably. But that feeling of slightly tight knickers, sorry about being explicit, but ladies, you know what I'm talking about. It reminds me of where I was, and that actually that wasn't a place I wanted to be, that I liked to be, and I don't want to be there again. I don't want to be wearing clothes that are tight, because that is not comfortable. So again, aware of that. So that's a bit of a motivation, really. What else? Lots of learning this week. Yes, my size and my weight has been tied up with my identity for so many years. as I keep saying, I've been large since I was a teen. And I feel I'm at a crossroads of having to think, right, well, if my identity is not as a large, bubbly lady, what am I? And on the one hand, I think, oh, this is great. It's a magic wand. I can be whoever I want to be. I can have whatever identity I want to have. But at the same time, at the age of 43, that's a little bit scary. To think that I haven't actually been living the real me, the best me for 43 years. And now I can, but at the same time, I'm not quite sure yet what that is. So in terms of clutter clearing, we have our worksheet 7, which helps us get clear about how we want our home to be and the rooms we want to be. Now, I have my worksheet 7 for how I want myself to physically look, and a few other details as well. But I kind of need to get clear about what do I want people to identify me as. So yes, that's... I think I will probably be talking to Marisa, my counsellor today, sort of about that. And then the final feedback and learning is with this slight uneasiness, this shift that I'm feeling that I need to deal with, is the attention. The last time I was this size, I was not with my husband, so I was not in a happy, healthy relationship. And all the time that I was overweight, I did not have happy, healthy relationships. And so, rightly or wrongly, I know it's wrong, I think I have a subconscious connection with being slim and being pretty, with having unwanted, unhealthy attention. Which doesn't make sense at a logical level, because I have a very happy, healthy relationship with my husband, and there's no reason to think that that is going to change. But looking like the person who had unhappy, unhealthy relationships and unwanted attention, for some reason it makes me feel uneasy. And I don't know why. And I might be overthinking it, because, hey, we do overthink these things, don't we? But, yes. So, I don't know where to go with this. And again, this is why the support that I have with my counselling and with my weekly TRE is actually really, really important. Because these things, this is almost like a little seed that has been able to start growing, because all the other clutter, weight clutter is gone. And I need to make sure that this seed doesn't grow into sabotage. Because we're good at self-sabotage, aren't we? So that's lots of feedback and learning this week. Doing the doing. The second success factor. Well, swimathon, yay, 38% to my target of funds to raise. This week I'm going to be swimming 80 lengths today and 80 lengths again on Thursday as my training. I will probably cycle to the gym tonight as well, so that's half an hour cycling there and half an hour cycling back, so lots of exercise. Again, I'm not doing the exercise to lose weight. I am doing the exercise to make sure that I don't get bingo wings. And it's working so far. I have also, I do some exercises on some rings, and I use my own body weight as the weight. And I have had to shift that so that I lean back more to effectively increase the weight that I have. So that's really good. God, I felt it last night. Didn't go to the gym on Friday. My husband and I were just too knackered. And we really felt the difference of not having gone on a Friday. And actually it felt strange not going. Again, this habit of going to the gym definitely sort of concreted in, which is great. I mentioned earlier about the food. I went a bit mad this week. My counsellor, Marisa, told me about some yoghurt that was low in fat and good to have. They only do it in big pots. Went to Sainsbury's, the supermarket, bought a pot. That was really nice. Ate the lot. This portion control, I just don't seem to be able to get it. And they don't do small pots. So I think I'm going to have to go cold turkey on that, probably. I missed my cooked breakfasts on Tuesday and Thursday and found that I did graze more during the days. So I'm back to having my cooked breakfasts on a Tuesday and a Thursday as well, because I had kind of cut them out. Did a lovely slow cooker beef stroganoff in the slow cooker on a Sunday. Oh, that was lovely. Seems criminal that it takes 6 hours to cook and then takes about 10 minutes to eat. But yeah, that was good. Anything else with the food? Yeah, definitely need to make sure that I have some sort of snack in the house. Although again, the irony is that looking at my numbers, if you like, if I go overboard with my food now, I'm only going overboard by 200-300 calories. I'm still under sort of 2,500 calories, even on a bad day. And because I have my fast days, it offsets it. So the irony is that if I was doing my numbers sort of a year and a half ago, I must have been eating 3,500-4,000 calories a day. Ooh, sorry about the telephone. So it's ironic that now a bad day is nowhere near as bad as it would have been over a year ago. What else? TRE started again last week. That's always good. Counselling, always really, really valuable, even in the weeks when you don't think that you really need to talk about anything. And then finally the time, it's going to happen. Next week might be the 7 stone weight loss, 98 pound weight loss mark. £1.25 should be doable. Managed £1.25 this week without even trying, or thinking that I wouldn't have done. So again, it's just the patience and just keep doing the doing. That routine is so important. Anyway, I think I've talked enough. Thank you for watching. Do share how you're getting on. Let us know whether you've had a good week or a bad week. And yeah, I shall see you same time, same place next week. In the meantime, have a good week. Take care. Bye-bye.